Today we have two brand new updates from Claude Code. So number one is that you can actually use Claude Code inside desktop, and you see this tweet from Cat Wu here. So to do this, you can download Claude Desktop from the website, open the sidebar, click Code Toggle, select the folder that you want Claude Code to have access to, and then submit the prompts. So for example, if you actually go to Claude Desktop over here, and then you're going to select code, like you can see that we now run Claude Code directly inside the desktop app, which is great because now you don't need to worry about using it inside terminal. So to get started, we're just going to click on this. This is the preview. So it says, welcome to Claude Code, your agentic coding partner that works directly in your code base, blah, blah, blah. And then you can install the runtime dependencies. And then from there, you can start using this. We'll come back to that in a second once it's finished installing it. Actually, it's done it pretty quickly here. So we can just get straight into this. And then you can see, for example, we can actually take an example project, open up the folder locally, and then you can switch between which server you want to use. So I'm just going to go with this one, and now we can start improving it from here, right? So for example, we could click on recommend areas to improve, and then from here click on trust workspace, allow access to the document folder, and it will start going off and building this out. And you can also see like other examples of using Claude Code locally right here. So that's going to start working its magic, and then you can click allow and allow it to code over here, which is a lot nicer than previously. If you're using the terminal and you're not like a very techy person, you could set up Claude directly inside here, allow the permissions, etc., and start coding in here. But if you look at the difference in the UI, which one do you want to use? Do you want to use Claude Desktop, or do you want to use Claude Code directly? I would go with Claude Code directly. It's much easier inside the desktop than it is inside the terminal, which is great. And then also, whilst waiting for that to load, you can see another update from Boris, who said that Claude Code 2.10 is officially out. Claude update to get it, and here's what they've shipped. So they've added a bunch of features right here. Like you can see, it's available on the new GitHub changes, changelog, and you can see, for example, here they've added automatic skill reloads, added support for running skills and slash commands, supports for agents, language, etc. Just a bunch of new updates right here, which is pretty awesome. So you can see the changelog, and this is Claude Code 2.10. So let's go inside Claude Code here. You can see it's beginning to test this out. We can also start up a new session whilst we're waiting for that to improve, right? So if we click on new session over here, and we can open up another folder. Let's see what we got here. For example, we have this game. We can open that up and then just say improve the UI on this, plus open it up. And you can also, for example, upload images. You've got a list of slash commands right here as well. And then we can hit run on this as well. All right. And then we've got Claude Code coding out in two different instances, but it's all running locally and it's inside a nice UI, which is great. We can also just go back to the chat whilst waiting for code to finish off. All right. So it's beginning to update right here. And then from here, we're good to go. And then we'll just hit allow once on this. And you can also use this with VS Code or the CLI as well. So if you click on open terminal here, you can actually use the terminal inside code. Like you can see, so if we're like, okay, code out a website for SEO, we've got a much nicer UI. If you want to get started with setting up Claude Code, you can see all the instances right here and how to set it up. But obviously inside the terminal, like it's a lot more complex, as you can see. Whereas if you just install it inside Claude Desktop, it's so much easier, right? And just think the UI just looks 10 times better, as you can see. So we're going to start setting this up, answering the questions that it's recommending, and then it's going to plan and build that out. And then if we go back to the recommend areas to improve our tests, we've got the recommendations from Claude over here, and this is beginning to code out like so. It's, would you like me to help set up the testing infrastructure? Okay, let's click yes. And now it will start to update the to-do list. Now it says, tell me about your AI avatar process for videos. So if you want to check out the AI profit boarding, if you go to the classroom here and then you go to the playbooks, you'll see our best trainings on how to use AI avatar videos. So for example, it walks you through how we create these, standard operating procedure for using them. And then also if you want to learn how we sync screen shares and add B-roll and stuff like that to our AI avatars, which have another video on how to do it here, plus all the prompts and the SOP inside the instructions. So you can see it's finished out coding the whole update right here. It just looks so much nicer inside the UI. So it gives you a full log of what it's done, all the changes it's made so far, etc. Ticked off the to-do so far. And then also you can see here, we keep scrolling down, it's got like the game features and everything else. So if we click on open now, index.html, We're going to allow that. And now we've got the game ready to go. And there we go. So I think it's just a much more accessible way to use Claude Code with a better UI and everything else. And then go back here. It works perfectly, but it's all hosted locally as well, which is great as well. Let's try something else out now. So I'm going to take one of the other prompts from the AI Success Lab, which has loads of different training on how to use Claude. If you want to get that, link in the comments and description. I'm going to say, okay, build a rage clicker game with one giant button. Or what else can we do? Create a one-tap flying bird game. Let's try that. All right, so let's go back to Claude here. We're going to go to code, set up a new folder. So we'll click on open, and then we'll just go with that one. And then we can go from here. There's some people asking, like, is anti-gravity or Claude Code better? Honestly, I would say that Claude Code is much better. It's just way more powerful than anti-gravity. And there's so much you can do with it. A lot of people don't even use Claude Code for coding. They use it more as an agent, which is pretty cool. But if you do want to use Claude Code inside anti-gravity, this actually makes it a lot more powerful. So what you can do is if you go to terminal inside Google anti-gravity like so, and then you click on new terminal here, and then from here you just type in Claude and it will just open up Claude Code as long as you've already got that installed on your laptop. And then from here you can start using it. So you can say, okay, make this project 10 times better, right? And it will basically allow you to speak in plain English to anti-gravity to improve it. And the cool thing about that is as well that you're not going to run out of credits, whereas you can hit the limits pretty quickly inside Claude if you're using the API from Google Anti-Gravity. And then you can see Claude Code is beginning to code out right here. So we can go inside this section, click on yes, do we want to proceed? And then it will start building it out. So the Flappy Bird game has finished now. Let's click on open this and then allow once. It's even got sound effects on there as well. So we just literally just built this out in one prompt using Claude Code. And that was super easy, wasn't it? If we actually go over to Claude here, inside Claude, and then you click on code here, you can also use Claude Code inside the desktop as well. So if you're online and you just go to claude.ai/code, you can start building like so. And you can just open up a repository and then from there start editing stuff out, so you can see and open other repositories when you get. Also, if you haven't already, check out the AI Profit Boardroom. This is an amazing community where we basically show you how to automate your business with AI. And inside here, basically what we do is we help you overcome overwhelm, overcome shiny object syndrome, and show you how to go from complete beginner to expert using AI. So this is just in 5 weeks. And also you'll get a training on how to build your first AI agent in under 5 minutes. On top of that, a lot of people ask us about how to create our AI avatar videos. So you can see our full process inside the classroom right here. And on top of that, if you want to get more clients, check out our agency course. If you want to automate your SEO, check out this section. And if you want to grow a YouTube channel with AI, we have a full 6-week roadmap here. Plus we have 4 weekly coaching calls inside the calendar. So you can jump on these live coaching calls, get help, get support whenever you need it. And you can sign up inside the AI Profit Boardroom, link in the comments and description.